Well, it's not quite Vlogust, but exciting things that should be documented. So, as you see, there are bales on fire across the street from our house. They were baling today. And yeah, suddenly it kind of smelled like barbecue in my house. About that time, Steve comes barreling through the door to grab the keys because he ran up to the fire station to grab the tanker truck and call in. So, theoretically, the fire department will be here soon. I don't actually know how long it's been. It feels like it's been a while, but I don't think it's actually been that long. I walked into the driveway so I could get a better look and film what was going on. And in that time, I was halfway down the driveway, and then the people came up. They were fixing our car today, and they had given us a loaner car because of it. They picked up our car. So they were back to bring my van back. So I had to come back to the house and get them the keys and do the whole swap. And I was trying to get back out there to see what was going on. I did. It's very windy, and now my hair is... It's all windblown, but I'll keep you up to date when Steve arrives with the water trucks. I'm in a vehicle. Well, Steve picked me up. I was walking back down the driveway to get a picture, and Steve was driving back up because apparently it got called in as an unreported control burn, which means the fire department doesn't respond. So, hopefully, that's okay. I have to say is the house across the street. Not my favorite choice, but all right. It's awfully windy out, so I'm just hopeful that nothing blows and that it actually goes out and doesn't just continue to reignite and reignite and reignite, which can be a problem. But did anybody else show up at the fire department when you got there?
There was 3 of us there at the time.
So you all were ready to respond.
And everyone there was under 40.
That, like, never happens.
I know.
Ever. And you got a free soda out of the deal.
Yes, I got my 7-Up.
Alrighty, I guess.
They stopped stocking Mountain Dew for some reason. Which is probably better, because I quit drinking Mountain Dew. But... yeah.
Anyways, back to the rest of today, and then we'll pick up with tomorrow.
Good morning, Interwebs. It's just a little after 10 o'clock, and it is Vlogust. Lucky for you, I'm going to be try and be a bigger part of this. So anyways, I got up this morning and immediately was ambushed by my children. There was a dead mouse in the middle of the floor. So took care of that and went up to get a shirt and saw that my dog had thrown up in front of my clothes cabinet. So that was taken care of as well. Then, before I could even get that cleaned up, I got I'm really hungry, Dad. So oatmeal's going on the stove and coffee is perking, and hopefully the day will look up from here. Don't have anything specific on my list for the day for once, so that's kind of nice. But still a ton of things to try and knock out. Breakfast has been had. We had craisin oatmeal today. Can't have raisin because we have one that won't eat those. Anyways, and I opened the windows because it felt so nice outside when I went out to take out the dead mouse. That I opened them up, but it has gotten a little warm in the house, so that probably will not last the day. And then I'm going to head outside and water the plants. They're finally starting to come back in the pots. They're greening up a lot. We don't have flowers yet, but they are slowly recovering from the 18 days of not getting watered when I was not home. And so hopefully we will have pretty flowers outside again. Then I will check on some of the stuff in the garden. I got the drip hose out to the squash yesterday, and I'm going to make sure that all of that is still going nice today. And then I will go from there. I know we're going to Walmart fairly quickly after Kendra gets up.
Good morning, Interwebs. Happy August 1st! Vlogust has begun. Well, you've seen a few Vlogust videos, but official videos filmed in Vlogust have begun. So, one of the things I was going to do is watch old videos, so I was like putting them in a playlist the other day, and I was looking at my hair in previous videos, and realized that, like, I've switched in the, like, time since I started vlogging. I switched what color I was dyeing it. We have some of the old dye, because I use it to, like, streak my hair now, but anyways, we are going to throw back to the first Vlogust and dye my hair a slightly different color and see what happens, because, I don't know, it seemed fun to me. So, instead of, what is it, Midnight Amethyst, which is the stuff that's meant to be put on your hair without bleaching it and whatever, it's like the darker purple that's in my hair. Instead, I'm going to dye it Berry Blast, I think it's called, which is one that you can bleach your hair first. But it's actually currently what's in the front of my hair. It's like the pinkier purple. So we're going to do that. We're going to see what happens. I'm really hoping it washes out with the streaks in it, which I don't think anybody else likes, but I really like. So, off to dye my hair so I can take a shower so we can go to Walmart, because we went to Aldi the other day, but we didn't get everything we needed because we're out of, like, everything. So, we need to fill in the gaps. And I don't know what else the day's going to bring. I need to, like, maybe make a list or something. Sounds like a lot of effort. So I'm probably just going to start with the dyeing the hair and then go on from there.
So it turns out I lied. Kendra got up and wanted to have her hair dyed this morning. We knew we were going to do it today, but she wanted to do it right away, so we did. And so then my daughter went out and watered the plants. So I'm not going to go do that, but I am off to mow the lawn around the garden. Then I can spray the beans and the squash for bugs. I want to mow first so the bugs can't all just go hide in the tall grass next to it. So then we will hopefully go to Walmart after that, because her hair will be done processing, and we will go on from there.
So there is where I'm going to be trying to fight through. You can see that corn plant sticking up right there, and then the weeds right there that are almost as tall as the corn plant. So I'm going to be trying to mow through there, and there's, hopefully it'll be a lot smaller when I show you again. Sometimes you're mowing and you go, oh no, I apparently missed 6 clumps of garlic, heads of garlic, when I was harvesting the other day. So then you have to stop and dig up the garlic. So there's, I think 5 or 6 heads of garlic that had just been sitting there that we would have missed otherwise. Woohoo! There's the stalk of corn that I had used as a reference at the beginning. And if you can hear this, there's all the spots now mowed that grasshoppers are now not living in. So that'll be good. I also mowed there so you can see all the way through to my little bean plants there. And there's the bean trellis.
Here's the after of my hair. Did Steve do okay? I think he did all right. And oh,
only if you show the good side.
Yeah, we ran out of dye a little, but it's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
Right. So
Cool.
anyways, we are currently at the park, drinking our slushes and eating our Taco Bell, not from the same locations. And I'm wearing my handmade dress today. I'm wearing my seed pod dress and hoping that it doesn't get blown up in the wind. And now we're heading to Walmart to get the rest of all the groceries and things. And then we get to go home. And then potentially nap.
I like how you say potentially, as if you're not going to.
Well, I might not wait till I get home.
Oh, okay.
Well, it is like 12:40-ish, and we had a busy and productive day. We got all our errands run, got everything home, and hung out for a little bit. We even watched an episode of Star Wars Clone Wars. I am reading this book right now. It's called Ahsoka by E.K. Johnston, and it has been very, very much recommended to me by my kid and my Happenstance. It's one of my daughter's favorite books, so I figured I should read it. She says it's good and that I will like it. I'm enjoying it so far. I'm like, I don't know, 4 or 5 chapters in. But I am not a fan of the Star Wars movies, while the rest of my family is. But I have caught bits and pieces of both Clone Wars and Rebels, which are the animated series. And I have enjoyed parts of them. So Steve asked if I wanted him to curate like an Ahsoka collection of episodes for me to watch since I'm reading the book. And I said, sure. And so far, I have fallen asleep watching each of them. The first thing, the kids wanted me to watch the Clone Wars movie, so I watched it, and it was way more, like, fighting than I cared to watch, and I thought it was super boring, and I fell asleep. And then today we watched an episode about, like, Ahsoka having her lightsaber stolen or something, and I just kept going, why is she not doing this? This would be a more logical solution. And it was funny. But needless to say, I still fell asleep a little at the end because I was tired. So then they all played video games and I took a nap and it was lovely. Then I got up and the kids kind of went to bed around then. Steve and I had some ice cream and sat around discussing what we could be doing. But basically we were just sitting on the couch doing nothing. Now I feel like I need to do something with my evening before it ends. I have a stack of things over there that I do need to film a video about the county fair. But I think I want to do that in the daylight because then you can see things better. So maybe I will do that tomorrow. I do need to film another Yarn Tales video so I can keep going with that project. And then I have, those are parts to my sister's doll, which need to go together so that her Fabry doppelganger, Apricotlet, can head off to her house so that I can do the next Let Peachlet Play with My Crafty Life. So, I should probably film, well, I will probably, not that I should, I will probably film that Yarn Tales, work on stuffing and putting together Apricotlet. And then I was trying to think about what else I wanted to do. I want to go to bed by like 3:30ish. So it's not like I have a huge amount of time. I also had an idea for like a creative thing that I want to do. There's a book that I have been wanting to reread for a while and I just haven't gotten around to it. But when I was out in California, my sister-in-law gave me a whole bunch of like art journaling supplies. And so I have this idea to read through the essays in this book and pull quotes and things that I like out of it and do like art journal pages of them. So I think I might do the first one tonight because I picked up the book and was just thumbing through it and had some ideas. So I think those are all the things that I want to do. Oh, and I need to go and edit a video. It's a lot of things to do in like 3 hours. But we'll see where we get. I'm going to start by filming that Yarn Tales real quick because that shouldn't take me too long. Then I will go edit some videos. And while they're working their way through the process, I will stuff Apricotlet and maybe do my art thing. But I will go to bed by 3:30. Do you hear me? I will go to bed by 3:30. We'll see. Okay, that's the plan. Gonna go execute the plan. Oh! Before I execute that plan, before my kid went to bed, we watched the vlogs from the last 3 years. So, notable things about them. Firstly, to see how much my house has changed. It's definitely changing less from like year to year now because we've done most of the renovations. But oh my goodness, when I started vlogging in 2016, I was still kitchening out of my old kitchen and living rooming out of what is now my kitchen. And we were using the parlor as a living space, but the things that were in it were much, much different. So just very, very different. And I didn't have an office. Just very weird. So we'll see how that all shakes out. It was also very weird to hear myself say that I had a 2.5-year-old and a 4-year-old because, whoa, that feels like a time warp. It doesn't seem like it's that different to have like a 5.5-year-old and a 7-year-old, but my goodness, they're like full humans now. They weren't full humans yet. So that's kind of just interesting to see. And in one of the videos, I already started canning for the year. I haven't canned anything yet this year. We've hardly brought in any produce. It's a delayed year for the garden. But we'll see. I was looking at the stack of tomatoes because we have some. Maybe tomorrow I will either cook or make up some stuff to put in the fridge of the tomatoes. And then maybe I should do a canner's worth. I don't know. We'll see. That's tomorrow's Kendra's problem. But that was interesting to see. It was also kind of interesting to see that a year ago today was the day before all my family came for my mom's scattering and stuff. So that's been a year. There's been a lot that's happened in that year, but it was interesting to put things into perspective. The year in the middle wasn't super notable, except I did realize that these Vlogust videos are going to cover one of my trips out to California, which will be, I don't know, happy, sad, I don't know. It'll be a thing, but you'll get to come along with me all month long as we revisit and relive those experiences. But now I need to go make new experiences and film them and edit them and do all the things, so I can go to bed at a reasonable hour for me. That was a very long thunder. 3:16. I'm heading to bed. I did the little journaly thing. I read the chapter of this book, which is called To Be Real by Rebecca Walker. And I got my vlog for tomorrow. It's doing its thing. So, I guess I did everything except work on apricot lit. But that's okay. She can wait. She'll get done tomorrow or thereabouts. So I'm gonna go to bed so that I can be awake at a decent time tomorrow and do many more things, and we will see how the vlog turns out tomorrow. I think Steve filmed a bunch of stuff this morning. I don't know. I haven't watched his clips yet, so I will get to have some fun putting these things together, and hopefully y'all will enjoy what we come up with. I don't know. So okay, Vlogust Day 1 is over. Nighty night.